So for Panama, an opportunity at revenge against Costa Rica for eliminating them from the last two tournaments, as Panama continues its quest to keep its pattern going of improving by one spot in every tournament, all the way back to 2004. They came in 5th place. Then in 2008, they finished in 4th place. 2012 in 3rd place. And 2016, they were the runners-up. The pattern continues. They lift the trophy tomorrow evening here in Guatemala. For Costa Rica, looking to make it 3 championships in a row. And it's hard to argue with the performances they've had so far in this tournament. Hard to pick against them. They beat Haiti 7-0. They beat Canada 5-1. They beat Suriname 12-1. They are outscoring opponents 24-2 overall. A Costa Rican side that has not suffered a loss in this tournament since the 2008 group stage. Unbeaten streak and a trophy streak on the line as we're set to begin the semifinal. Panama, Costa Rica gathered in the tunnel, set to process out onto the field. I'll rejoin you in a few moments after the national anthems for the respective countries.
Futsal de Concacaf 2021. Necesitamos ponerse de pie para el himno nacional de Panamá, seguido por el himno nacional de Costa Rica.
Both teams heading to the World Cup by virtue of making the semifinals. Now the focus turns towards lifting the trophy. Josh Wilkins, the American, to get the coin toss going. Edgar Rivas, Panamanian captain. Edwin Cubillo, Costa Rican captain. Costa Rica in their red tops, blue bottoms. Panama in the all-white. Costa Rica dominated Suriname 12-1 to get here in their quarterfinal matchup. For Panama, it was a lot tougher. A 1-1 draw against Canada. After 50 minutes, they won it in penalties. Their starting lineup, Jaime Lodonio, Edgar Rivas, Ruman Milord, Abdiel Castrillon, the team's leading scorer, and then Alan Aparicio, the youngster, 19 years old, for head coach Jose Botana. Tight one in penalties. They won 4-3 on kicks from the mark against Canada yesterday. For Costa Rica, Cesar Vargas, Gilbert Garro, Giancarlo Salas, Edwin Cubillo, Juan Cordero, the lineup for Carlos Quiros. Coach Quiros, as much as he wants to lift the title, he also wanted to keep the unbeaten streak going. They got through the group stage without a loss, which means now to keep the unbeaten streak going and the trophy streak going, they'll need 2 wins in the next 28 hours, starting here and then tomorrow's title game. United States and Guatemala in the other semifinal later today. The 4 teams that were the presumptive favorites to make the semifinals heading into the tournament all made it. So down to the best of the best, who will emerge as the top team in Concacaf Futsal. It's been Costa Rica for 2 tournaments in a row. A win today puts them in a 3rd straight championship game as they look for a 3rd trophy in a row, 4th overall, as they won back in 2000 as well. Panama has never lifted this trophy, but they've continued to improve their positioning each year. Runners-up in 2016, they lost to Costa Rica in the final, and in 2012 they lost to Costa Rica in the semifinal. Revenge perhaps today for Panama as we're set to get underway at Domo Polideportivo in Guatemala City. Just waiting for the whistle from Josh Wilkins. Here we go, semifinal number 1 underway. Costa Rica begins in possession, and that has been their calling card the entire tournament. Tough to dispossess, and as I say that, a very lazy early giveaway from the Costa Ricans. They produce quality chances, just passing around the perimeter, waiting for the right opportunity to strike. They don't pump in the heavy volume shots that we've seen from teams like Panama in this tournament and teams like Guatemala. Costa Rica will keep the ball, break you down, and find the easy looks. Aparicio given back to Juan Cordero. 2 goals in this tournament, 1 against Haiti, 1 against Suriname. He was the silver boot winner back in 2016. Cordero finds Salas. 2nd giveaway by Salas in the 1st minute. Only 2 outfield players for Costa Rica have yet to score in this tournament. Salas is one of them, Daniel Gomez the other. Opportunities to right that today. Shot from distance is saved over the bar by Cesar Vargas. Abdiel Castrillon with his first shot. 3 goals for Castrillon. Castrillon takes another shot, this one high and wide. The scoring for Costa Rica, more spread out through the roster. For Panama, more concentrated to a few guys. Garro pressured all the way back to Vargas. Only 6 players on Panama have a goal. Carlos Perez leads the way with 6. Abdiel Ortiz and Abdiel Castrillon with 3 each following him. Castrillon over to Del Rosario. Gets it back. High pressure from Costa Rica. They win it. Salas in space. Opportunity. Cordero saved. Jaime Lodonio with his first save of the match, 1-on-1. against the 2016 Silver Boot winner. But just 2 goals so far in this tournament for Juan Cordero. Nearly had a third. Londoño did not initially start this tournament for Panama. It was Jaime Peñalosa, who is the backup goalkeeper. Suffered a knock in the first game. It's mostly been Londoño since. Cordero, again, the 2 players converge, and Londoño clears. Cordero hasn't gotten going offensively quite as well as he did in 2016, but the rest of the team has more than picked up the slack. Minor Cabalceta and Pablo Rodriguez lead the way with 4 goals apiece. Shot from distance is wide. Londoño saw it the whole way on the shot from Gilbert Garro. 2 goals to his name in this tournament. Milord. Inside. Wanted the give and go, but it's taken away by Garro. Salas across. Cordero can't get a good foot to it off the outside of the boot. But Costa Rica threatening 2.5 minutes into this. A little bit too much on it. Cordero a little late to it. Castrillon. Panama trying to settle into a rhythm of possession early on. Figured that would be the other way around. Costa Rica has been that team through the tournament. But they are countering and creating opportunities, nearly another through to Cubillo. Edwin Cubillo, only 1 goal in this tournament so far, came in against Suriname late in the match. 2016 Golden Ball winner as the best player in the tournament, wearing the armband for Costa Rica. Laying it off for Cordero, and now out wide to Salas. Carlo Salas back to Cordero. Panama's match against Canada yesterday. They faced a team in Canada that spent most of the match packing it in. They were playing for penalties, it appeared, as that match went on. There was an interesting exchange late in one of the extra time periods with Lecomte and Ian Bennett. Bennett wanted to continue going for an opportunity with about 30 seconds left, and Lecomte was just running out the clock, and they had a big disagreement on the field. And in the end, Panama was able to come through on penalties. Londoño out of the goal. Gets it on the other side in open space. Londoño across midfield, in front. Giveaway, Cubillo, open net, chips it towards that empty net, and it's just wide. Early risk taken by Panama. Pushing Londoño up the field. Nearly gifted a goal to Cubillo. Take a look at this angle. It wasn't very far to the right of the post. Few feet. Still only 1 save made by each keeper. But the better of the chances have gone to Costa Rica. Just over 4 minutes into this one. Joe Malfa here with you. Action taking place at Domo Polideportivo in Guatemala City. Costa Rica looking for a 3rd straight championship here in the first semifinal matchup of the day, as they look to get through to the finals, where a matchup against the United States or Guatemala awaits. That matchup coming up later tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. The host nation, Guatemala, barely squeaked through their quarterfinal matchup last night, came back from 2-0 down against El Salvador and won on penalties. The United States had a bit easier go of it, beat Dominican Republic 2-0. Again, that one later tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Milord to Campos. Ortiz nearly gives it away. Well done by Mackenzie to get through the defense. But now it's taken back by Costa Rica. Only briefly. Back at the feet of Mackenzie, laid off for Hinks, who scored the first goal of the tournament for Panama. Costa Rica has beaten opponents by a combined 24-2 in 3 matches in this tournament. Opportunity for Cabalceta on his right foot. A runner with him, tracking back well to clear Aquiles Campos. Some menacing attacks from Costa Rica. Unable to make one count just quite yet. This team scores in bunches. These two teams tied for the tournament best goal differential in the group stage, both at +11. Chip through to Cabalceta and knocked away by Campos. By virtue of their wins in the quarterfinals, both of these teams qualified for a 3rd consecutive FIFA Futsal World Cup. Fonseca scored his only goal of the tournament late in the match against Suriname. Daniel Gomez, one of the 2 players still without a goal for Costa Rica. All the way back to Vargas. Errant pass, Mackenzie outside, Campos shot wide. Gomez gives it away. Just 1 shot on target aside here in the first 6.5 minutes. And once again, Panama aggressive. Lodonio coming out to midfield. Last time he did this a couple minutes ago, Cubillo put one just wide, and now Lodonio retreats as it's given away out for a kick-in. Guevara, Vargas, Cubillo set to check in for Costa Rica. Cabalceta across for Fonseca. All the way back to Vargas. He takes some space, chips it forward and over the head of Minor Cabalceta. Diego Zuniga has been a big part of Costa Rica's success over the years. He's out of this tournament injured. He did score in the championship game against Panama last time around. So Panama happy at least not to see Zuniga in this one. Scary to think that this Costa Rica team could be even better than they have been in this tournament if they were to have Zuniga. Can't do much better than a 24-2 overall win against the 3 opponents you faced. 7-0, 5-1, 12-1 against Haiti, Canada, and Suriname. Lodonio again out wide. Costa Rica pressuring high. They'll retreat a little bit. Cubillo stays forward as Mackenzie looks for an option. Lodonio goes back in net. Hinks gets it in for Ortiz and back again to Mackenzie. Through to Campos. Back heel flick not there. Cubillo the other way. Cordero, shot saved by Lodonio. 3 chances now for Cordero. Two saved, one put just wide. Second save for Lodonio. Guevara fizzes it across. Vargas got a slight touch to it, but unable to redirect it on goal. Hinks to Lodonio, again pushing forward. Gives it away, Cubillo. Lodonio able to get back very quickly, wasn't too far out that time. Vargas to Cordero. Tipped by Castrillon, but retrieved by Cubillo. Takes his time, getting it towards midfield, over to Guevara. Vargas picks his head up, lays it back off for Cubillo. Interchange nice between Costa Rica, but surging ball into Vargas. He can't handle it. Guevara pressuring high. Vargas there in the corner, and it's last off Mackenzie. Corner kick for Costa Rica. Nearly halfway through this first half, neither team has yet committed a foul. Blocked out for a kick-in. Guevara. All the way back to Cubillo once again. Touched by the defender, by Cordero. In front, Cubillo, shot blocked. Open net. But Abdiel Ortiz across to block it, as Lodonio had committed to Cordero. Volley from Guevara, saved by Lodonio. Cubillo takes the kick in, across, shot from Vargas is wide. Milord, Guevara pressures. Ever since he's come back into the match, Guevara, he has forced Panama to really work for getting across midfield, and now Vargas comes in to clear on the chip over the top towards Mackenzie. With the possession Costa Rica has maintained and their stout defense throughout the tournament, Vargas has to do a ton of work. He's only let 2 goals in. He's come up with a few timely saves, but nothing too critical. The less work he has to do, the better it is for Costa Rica. Not to say he's a poor keeper. Whenever he's been called upon, he's answered the bell. But obviously, the fewer shots you have going towards your own net, the better. Costa Rica has not had to deal with much attack from opposition. Vargas commits the first foul of the match as Milord goes down. Mackenzie into Castrillon, down low, shot wide, wrong side of the netting by Milord. The last moment he looked a bit indecisive, had the body open as if he maybe wanted to put it across. Had a player on the backside. Castrillon pressuring, wins it. Castrillon takes it himself, lays it off, turns. And it's cleared the other way. Gamboa into the match for the first time. Taken away again. Nice slide put in by Salas, and Mackenzie clears. Castrillon had an opportunity a moment ago, but it was well played by Vargas. to turn Castrillon away. Quiros directing things on the sideline for Costa Rica. Milord chips it in for Rivas, and he is taken down. Second foul now against Costa Rica. Carlos Perez, team's leading scorer with 6 goals. Haven't called his name a ton through the first 11 minutes and 5 seconds. That could change here. Free kick, lays it off. Shot taken just over the bar from Ruman Milord. Pleas for a tip from Panama, and in the end, that is the call that was given. Save made by Vargas. Got a very slight touch to it. Milord fighting for it, gives it away. Salas with Gamboa. Salas dispossessed. Milord loses it. Taken down by Rodriguez and just shot it off the toe. Got a bit too far away from him. Each keeper now with 3 saves. Third foul now against Costa Rica. They went 10 minutes without one. They've committed 3 in about a minute and a half. Each team allowed 5 on the 6th. Opposition gets a kick from the second penalty mark. And that's not something they want to give to Panama, because Carlos Perez, of his 6 goals, 3 have been kicks he converted from the second penalty mark. Shot taken, saved by Vargas. Some sustained pressure now from Panama. Shot goes wide. There was a whistle for a foul against Panama in front of the goal. That is Panama's first. Cabalceta. Tijerino. Chips it by and draws the contact after a clean 10 minutes. Now 5 combined fouls in the last 2 minutes. 3 against Costa Rica, 2 against Panama. Taken quickly. Over to Tijerino. Surging ball in. Fonseca lays it off. Back towards Tijerino, and Aparicio read it well. Did not get a touch to it. Out for a kick in. Abdiel Ortiz getting it back into play as Jose Botana looks on. Panamanian head coach. Holding it up. Campos. The other way, Gomez. Out for a Panama kick-in. Ortiz. Dispossessed again by Fonseca. Cabalceta with a runner there. It's Gomez. Gomez shot saved by Ladonio. Gomez gets it in quickly. Tijerino to Fonseca. Now it's with Cabalceta, team's leading scorer. Gomez. Costa Rica going backwards, looking for a lane with which to work as they go forward. And a 4th foul now against Costa Rica. That's something to monitor now the rest of this first half. Through 10 minutes, no fouls. Now all of a sudden, they only have one more to give before Panama ends up at the second penalty mark. Kick in coming from Perez. He blasts it right into the midsection of Tijerino, who goes down. Lodonio up to Perez. Dispossessed by Fonseca. Josh Wilkins having a chat with Fonseca and Perez. Hinks taken away. But Daniel Gomez stumbles over the ball as he tries to go forward. Good read on the play from Tijerino. Castrillon back out there for Panama. Fonseca lets it go. Castrillon through. Castrillon just into the game and puts it wide. Appears as if he wanted a penalty call there, claiming he got tripped up by Cesar Vargas. Castrillon just came into the game a couple of seconds prior to Fonseca giving it away. That's twice now Castrillon has been in on goal, but unable to finish. Costa Rica looking out of sorts. Giveaway gifts Panama a corner. Another look at that shout for a penalty call. Right on the borderline of the area. Gray area there, could have gone either way. No call made. Unit change here for Costa Rica. All four players coming off for four new bodies as the buzzer sounds. Timeout taken down on the field. 3 shots on goal for Costa Rica. 4 for Panama. But a handful for each team that have been put just wide. Edwin Cubillo in the huddle, captain of Costa Rica, as they're being instructed by Carlos Queiroz. They have yet to be tested like this in this tournament. Outscoring opponents 24-2. Locked in a tight one now with Panama, scoreless with 6:06 remaining in the first half. Panama looking for revenge for the last 2 tournaments. Costa Rica beat Panama 4-1 in the 2012 semifinal before going on to beat Guatemala in the final. And then in 2016, Costa Rica beat Panama in the title game 4-0. Juan Cordero has had 3 opportunities for Costa Rica, and he gets it back into play. Diego Vargas. Back for Cordero. Chipped forward and headed away to Castrillon. Still with it. Panama shot deflected by Cubillo as Aparicio was looking to goal. Aparicio into Castrillon, gets it back. Vargas puts it out for a kick in. Back to Castrillon for the shot that goes wide. Panama with more experience in tight games so far in this tournament. They beat Mexico 5-4, and they beat Canada in penalties yesterday. How will Costa Rica respond in the last few moments of this first half, and then going forward in the second half? if it is this tight of a game. That shot deflected on the way in by McKenzie. Again, Costa Rica has not been tested in this tournament. Quickly taken for Cordero, back to Cubillo, and just tugs it too near of the goal. Milord up for Castrillon. Guevara harassing him, gets it inside for a shot by Milord that is blocked out for a kick-in. Milord back to Castrillon and all the way back to McKenzie with 5 to go in the first half. Aparicio turns 20 next week, gets it back, across for Castrillon, one-on-one with Vargas, the save made at the edge of the area. Panama finding a groove here. Can they capitalize on the scoreboard? Cubillo wanted it back. The foul earned instead. Now 3 against Panama, 4 against Costa Rica. Been a bit since Costa Rica had their last shot on goal. Still just 3 in this half. Londoño has been up to the task on all 3. All 4 Costa Rican players at the moment around the perimeter. Cordero and Vargas talking about it. Across Cubillo. Wasted opportunity for Costa Rica. Into Castrillon, over the head, kicked forward, headed on and wide by Milord. Cordero. Cubillo just takes his eye off of it. Lord across to Hinks and forward for Castrillon, taken away. Guevara applying the pressure. Very apparent through the first 15 minutes how Costa Rica wants to play this at their slower and more methodical pace. Panama wants to push the tempo when they have the ball. Rivas gets it forward for Milord. 2 defenders converge. Milord still fighting for it. Cordero takes it. Now Costa Rica looks to set up once more. Castrillon not giving Cubillo the chance. That's last off of the Costa Rican captain. Rivas. Nice touch by Castrillon to get out of the initial danger. Milord takes a shot. It deflects on the way in. Shouts for a handball. Go unanswered. Castrillon keeps it in after Cordero gives it away. And now he checks out for Aquiles Campos. Into the match for Castrillon. Another foul by Costa Rica. That's 5. They have 2 minutes and 45 seconds to avoid committing another foul. Otherwise, it sets up Panama with a kick from the second penalty mark. A look at that last play. Did not appear to be a handball. Panama bait Costa Rica into committing a foul. Ortiz down the wing, knocked out for a corner kick. Tijerino on the sliding challenge. Ortiz to take. Campos in front of the goal. Back to Hinks, back in front. Tijerino. Lays it off for Garro, chipped forward, but Hinks is there. Campos to Ortiz. Nowhere to go with it. Back to Rivas, the captain for Panama. .155 to go in the half. Costa Rica on 5 fouls. They commit another down the stretch here. A kick from the second mark for Panama. Rivas threads it through, out wide now and across, but knocked away. Another shout for a handball. Salas defends it. Panama again unhappy. Just get a kick in out of it. Ortiz chips it forward, and after it flicks off the head of Tijerino, Vargas gathers. 80 seconds remaining in the first half. Salas across to Fonseca. Very weak shot put forward to Lodonio. Aparicio. Milord. Takes his space. Aparicio working with it, gives it away. Tijerino to Fonseca, chipped forward towards Salas. There's a foul. Salas with a poor read on the 50-50 ball. And it could cost Costa Rica. Ruman Milord runs through it. And a chance for Panama. Carlos Perez steps in to take the kick from the second penalty mark, while Ruman Milord is still in pain on the ground on the near sideline. 6 goals already in this tournament for Carlos Perez. A chance to put Panama up in the closing moments of the first half. Looks like they're going to wait here for Milord to be taken off first. Still being tended to in the field of play on the near sideline. Costa Rica and Panama both went through the first 10 minutes without committing a foul. All 6 committed by Costa Rica in the last 10 minutes. Carlos Perez, a chance from the second penalty mark. Perez scores and puts Panama up 1-0. Closing moments of the first half. Perez with his 7th goal of the tournament. The Golden Brute frontrunner right over the top of Cesar Vargas. That will change the complexion of the locker room talks for both teams. Comes off the bench, scores the goal, goes back to the bench. His 7th of the tournament, 4 of them from the second penalty mark. Deadly from the spot. Cubillo to the corner, gets it back. Cubillo is possessed by Castrillon. Fonseca Across to Salas, given away Aparicio. 22 seconds remaining. A giveaway by Panama, but now cleared into the sky by Edgar Rivas. Kick in taken, and taken away by Aparicio. Under pressure from Cubillo, they can't commit another foul. It would give him another chance. Aparicio across, finds McKenzie with 7 seconds, and he's turned away by Costa Rica. Opportunity goes by the wayside, but Panama is going to take a 1-0 lead into the halftime break. What a turn of events in the closing moments of the first half. Carlos Perez gives them the lead from the second penalty mark. And that's where we leave it. Panama up 1-0 on Costa Rica at the half. Back in a moment with first half highlights. Very tightly contested first half between Costa Rica and Panama. Sees Panama up 1-0 at the break, courtesy of a Carlos Perez goal from the second penalty mark with 44 seconds to go. Both teams had 4 shots on target. Both goalkeepers making 4 saves otherwise. Early on, Panama very aggressive with Lodonio out of the goal. Cubillo narrowly missed. Cordero had a couple of opportunities that were saved by Lodonio. And Castrillon earned Panama an opportunity here with a clean dispossession, but Vargas just got a foot to it to make the save. He had to make a few in the half, some more difficult than others. Lodonio coming up big as well for Panama. Both teams had a slew of chances that were put narrowly wide. Don't let the 0-0 scoreline up until that kick from the second penalty mark fool you. Both teams had opportunities, just unable to convert. Castrillon nearly puts it through the legs of Vargas. Couple of shouts for handballs by Panama, but it was that foul that put Perez at the mark, and he put it right over the head of Vargas, who got a slight touch to it with his left hand, but did not get the whole thing. For Perez, his 7th goal of the tournament, 4 of them coming from the second penalty mark. Deadly from the spot. And that is your halftime score, 1-0 Panama. Back in a few moments with half number 2. Back for the second half of action between Panama and Costa Rica. Joe Malfa bringing you the action from Domo Polideportivo in Guatemala City, Guatemala. First of two semifinals today. Panama leads Costa Rica 1-0 as we're set to begin half number 2. That lead courtesy of Carlos Perez. His 7th goal of the tournament and his 4th from the second penalty mark. Opportunities for both teams in the first half, but it took that kick from the second penalty mark to get Panama on the board. 5 saves made by Cesar Vargas of Costa Rica in the first half, 4 made by Jaime Lodonio on the other side for Panama. Underway in half number 2. Panama in all white going from right to left starts things off. Blow by down the sideline, opportunity early, and it's cleared off the line by a sliding Edwin Cubillo. Ortiz had an opportunity. That would have been a dream start to the second half for Panama. Some maintenance in front of the goal. Costa Rica set to defend the corner kick. Aparicio to take. Ortiz the shot. Out for a kick in right near the corner. Front and cleared away by Fonseca. Nice touch on the backside by Jose Botana. Flicks it up to himself. Maybe in a pinch, Panama could use him out there if they needed an extra body. As Vargas comes off to clear. Ortiz holds it up, back to his keeper, Lodonio. Set in the length of the field. Campos playing back to goal, but gives it away. Through to Cubillo, across by Salas, over the top. Still searching for his first goal of the tournament. All alone on the pass from Cubillo. Panama just advancing up the field on these kick-ins. Very choppy first minute of the second half. Ball out of play very often. Mackenzie trying to find Campos. Cut out by Fonseca, and now with Cordero. Over to Cubillo. Vargas waiting to check in on the sideline. Chipped over the top towards Salas. He's taken down cleanly, and it falls for Lodonio. Roll out to Mackenzie. Ortiz working with it. Not on the same page as Mackenzie, and Lodonio can't save it either. Panama looking for revenge against Costa Rica. This is a rematch of the 2016 championship match, which was won 4-0 by the Ticos. And Costa Rica also beat Panama in the semifinals in 2012, 4-1. So the last 2 times these teams have met in this competition, a combined 8-1 in favor of Costa Rica. Ortiz back to Mackenzie. Panama right now taking Costa Rica's game and throwing it right back at them with the possession. Mackenzie apologizes though for squandering it. Errant chip over the top. Fonseca wide for Vargas. Now a chance perhaps for Costa Rica to settle in and build something. All the way back to Vargas. And just wide of the post. Surprised Vargas was unable to handle that one. Giveaway from Cubillo. Corner kick now for Panama. Aparicio to take. Shoots it right into the chest of Vargas. Cubillo to Cordero in space. Cordero across. Knocked away by Mackenzie. Taken the other way by Aparicio. Nice spin move past Fonseca. The shot saved by Vargas. Ortiz carries back for Mackenzie. 19-year-old Aparicio across for Ortiz. Chips it past Cordero, but too far. Costa Rica's all-time finishes in this tournament: 5th, 1st, 3rd, 6th, 1st, and 1st. Their 5th time playing in the semifinals. Vargas gets it in front, and it's cleared away by Ortiz. Campos gonna pivot past Cubillo. Feeds it out, gives possession away. Cubillo across to Vargas, who was waiting for the volley. Mackenzie didn't let it get there. On the flip side from Costa Rica, Panama did not appear in the first 2 editions of this tournament, and since then they've been 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. Cubillo has it chested down by Hinks. Mackenzie the other way to Castrillon, taken down on the sliding challenge by Cubillo. No call made. So Panama hoping to continue their pattern of finishing 1 spot better every tournament. That will mean a trophy lift tomorrow night. Rodriguez never made the run to the back post to receive that ball from Cordero. Rodriguez tied for the team lead in goals with 4. Donning the number 11 kit for Costa Rica, bottom of your screen. Abrego into the match for the first time, off his back, and Ladonio has to pounce to it quickly. Forward, late whistle as Rivas was taken down, and a yellow card against Cordero. Castrillon stands over the direct free kick. Yellow card given to Juan Cordero. Cesar Vargas in goal. Diego Vargas guarding the left post. 2-man wall. 4 minutes into the second half. Panama looking to build on a 1-0 lead. It's Perez, the shot off the wall. Perez trotted out there just to take the kick. Back on the sideline now. And for the 2nd time in a row, the corner right to Vargas. A bad throw, gives it away. Abrego gives it up for Rivas. Vargas just lost the handle on the throw. Nothing going right at the moment for Costa Rica. Fortunate to still be down just 1-0. Forward by Gomez, chested down by Rivas. Give and go attempt between Abrego and Castrillon. Taken down by Cordero. He gives it right back. Cabalceta to Rodriguez. 8 goals between the two of them, 4 each in this tournament. Tied for the team leading goals, out there now at the same time. Garro gets it in for Rodriguez. He was spinning every which way and lost possession. Josh Wilkins bringing Hinks and Rodriguez together for a quick chat. Lodonio out of the net. Now retreats. Given away, but sent the length of the field right back to Lodonio. It's been a struggle for Costa Rica the first 5 minutes of the second half. That could change in an instant, though. Cordero shot wide on the feed from Cabalceta. Cordero to Cabalceta. In space, the shot taken and saved by Lodonio. The first one he's had to make in the second half. Cross from Rodriguez to Cabalceta, end line. And it's knocked out for a kick-in. Excuse me, that was Garro on the far side. Garro gets it in, shot taken and wide by Rodriguez. Costa Rica has only gotten 5 shots on target. Kenzie chips forward for Castrillon. Nearly fell for him through the legs of Cabalceta. Cordero, blocked by Hinks. Costa Rica has not lost a game in this competition since the 2008 group stage. In danger of that changing. Castrillon takes it away from Garro. That's blocked out for a corner. Hinks gets it in. Castrillon shot blocked. Both of these teams already qualified for the World Cup by virtue of making it through to the semis. Castrillon again blocked. But a warning for Cordero for stepping too close to the kick-in. And now Wilkins will mark off the distance. Hinks inside. Getting a piece of it was Del Rosario, but not enough to direct it on frame. World Cup tickets already punched. Now the attention turns toward lifting the trophy. Something Panama has never done. It's something Costa Rica has done 3 times in this tournament. Hinks, chip to Lodonio. Regional supremacy in Concacaf Futsal on the line today and tomorrow. 8 p.m. tonight, Eastern Time. United States, Guatemala in the other semifinal. Tijerino blocked again. Costa Rica having trouble getting anything through into the area. Cabalceta. Cordero looking for an option, finds Cabalceta. Corner for Cubillo, nobody in the area. Sent the ball across, nobody making the run. Hinks lays it off. Opportunity brewing. Ortiz forced to go back with it. McKenzie. Back and forth between McKenzie and Ortiz. Poor touch by Ortiz as he tried to chip it by down the sideline. Nearly 8 minutes gone here in the second half. Panama still clinging to a 1-0 lead courtesy of the goal by Carlos Perez. With 44 seconds remaining in the first half. Came from the second penalty mark. Costa Rica had gone the first 10 minutes of the first half without committing a foul, before committing 6 in the last 10 minutes. It set Perez up, and he converted right over the top of Cesar Vargas' head. Tournament best 7 goals for Carlos Perez. 4 from the mark, chipped through. Teammates colliding, Lodonio, Del Rosario. Cubillo. For Cabalceta and back again. Cubillo dispossessed by Rivas, the two captains going at it. Still fighting for it. Rivas comes away with it, tripped. Still fighting. And Cordero wins it this time. Cordero to Tijerino. Fancy footwork. Gets past Ortiz, lays it off for Cordero, and it's knocked out by Edgar Rivas. Rivas on the ground. McKenzie was over to check on him, and now team trainer is out there. The captain, Rivas, to his feet. Will have to leave the match for the moment. We've yet to see the return of Ruman Milord after he was carried off in the first half. He drew the foul that put Panama at the second penalty mark to give them the goal. Hinks clears the kick in from Cubillo. Daniel Gomez back out on the field for Costa Rica. It's been a bit since we've seen him. Tijerino keeps it in front. Lodonio able to make the play as it was trickling towards him. Taken away. Gomez in. Laid off by Cabalceta. And all the way back for Vargas. Cubillo. Forward to Cabalceta. Shoots after the turn, but puts it wide. Nearly halfway through half number 2. Panama, in preparation for this tournament, played a couple of nations already qualified for the World Cup. Played Venezuela and Morocco in recent months on a preparation tour. All the prep work Panama has done paying off. Second half lead against Costa Rica, but there it goes. Daniel Gomez pokes it in. The Ticos tie it up at 1 goal apiece. Hinks tried to get rid of it. It just sat in front of the goal, and Gomez gets the last touch to it. His first of the tournament for Costa Rica could not come at a bigger moment. And a giveaway. Just as I was saying, that preparation paying off for Panama. With a lead over Costa Rica, halfway through the second half of a semifinal matchup, it vanishes. Giveaway to Guevara. Cross for Vargas. Cubillo made the run. Thought it was going to come back to him, but Guevara had just let it go out for a kick-in. It was a bit too wide of the intended target. Aparicio harassed by Guevara. And now fouled by Vargas. I believe that is officially the first foul of the half for Costa Rica. Excuse me, the second. We saw the foul committed by Juan Cordero. That led to a yellow card in the early stages of the half. Ruman Milord trots back out onto the field. Good to see him back out there for the first time since he left late in the first half, injured on the foul that put Panama at the second penalty mark and gave them that 1-0 lead that moments ago was cut into on the goal from Daniel Gomez. That leaves Giancarlo Salas as the lone field player for Costa Rica not to score in this tournament. Shove in the back from Guevara. Taken away by Vargas. Guevara. Blast off of Guevara as Lodonio slid out to deflect it. Still 8:45 to go in this second half, but a reminder, if the score is tied at the end of 40 minutes, we hit the 2 5-minute extra time periods. It is not golden goal. Both extra time periods will be played in full. And if at the end of 10 minutes of extra time, the score is still tied, we head the penalties. Cubillo finds Vargas. And McKenzie commits the foul. Vargas back for Cubillo. Aparicio. Hinks back out there. And he's taken down hard by Guevara. Third foul against Costa Rica. Gomez. Now Vargas in the mix. Foul goes against Panama. Now 3 fouls aside here in the second half. Much like the first, not too many in the early stages, but a couple now in rapid succession. Daniel Gomez stands over it. And he looks like he wants to shoot. Daniel Gomez does shoot, and it finds its way in. No goals in the first couple games for Gomez, 2 in the last couple minutes, and the Ticos are on top 2-1. Lodonio got a piece of it. Too much power behind it, though, to keep it out. Daniel Gomez puts Costa Rica up 2-1. And now it's Panama who has to chase. Breaking the action as Guevara is down injured. Trainer comes out, but he pops to his feet. What a spark off the bench for Daniel Gomez. Scored just past the 10-minute mark. Scored just past the 8-minute mark. And now goes over to the sideline for a well-earned breather. Panama was in position to get some revenge on Costa Rica for the 2016 title game and for the semifinal in 2012. Now trailing 2-1. I believe that is the fourth foul now against Costa Rica, official number being kept on the field. There will be a warning issued once they get to 5. Could be on the next one by my count. Cubillo out wide. Tijerino in there. Shot headed off the line by Hinks. Defender coming up big with Lodonio out to front the ball. Costa Rica playing the best futsal they have all day. Tijerino pressing forward again, but that one just over the sideline. Lodonio gives it away. Opportunity here. Cabalceta makes them pay. Lodonio loses it. Cabalceta finds it. And he finds the back of the net. 3-1 Costa Rica. And a timeout taken on the field by Panama. Disastrous for Panama. Cabalceta now with his team best 5th goal of the tournament. Panama has been playing with fire a couple of times today with Lodonio out of the net. And that time they get burned. Timeout taken by Panama. Lodonio is having such a good day in goal for Panama. Got just a piece of the 2nd goal from Daniel Gomez. Not enough to keep it out. And then gives this away to Cabalceta. Oscar Hinks did a good job getting back. He nearly was able to stop this one. Cabalceta tucks it away. Now from that angle, if Hinks would have stopped it, it would have likely been illegal. You can see there he actually did put the hands out a little bit. But Cabalceta muscles it through. 3-1 Ticos. They were losing 1-0 at the 10-minute mark, halfway through this second half. What a rally from the 2-time defending champs. 3-time champions overall, with the other one coming all the way back in 2000. 3 goals in 3 minutes. And now Panama has to fly the goalie. They get the extra attacker out there. It's Mackenzie donning the designated keeper kit. Costa Rica has an empty net to shoot at. Panama now in desperation mode. how quickly this game changed. In front, bicycle kick is wide from Castrillon. We've already seen one bicycle kick successfully converted in this tournament. Landed the #1 play on SportsCenter that night. But just wide from Castrillon this time. Giveaway. Ortiz still with it. Ortiz, the shot deflects on the way in. Corner kick for Panama. This will give them a chance to get McKenzie back out there as the extra attacker. All the way back to McKenzie. Heavy touch. He's got to fight to get there, and he does, but it's given away. McKenzie staying out there at the moment. Cubillo gives it back. Up 1-0 at the halfway point of the second half. Down 3-1. Now 4.5 minutes later. What a turn of events for Panama. Not the way they hoped this would go in the second half, for sure. McKenzie flicks it. Now across to Ortiz, setting up the attack, Aparicio. Ortiz back and forth with Aparicio, now to McKenzie. Cuts in, McKenzie's shot is wide. He asked for a deflection, didn't get it. Thrown the length of the field, but too strong for Cabalceta. McKenzie. Once again, inside. Opportunity across. Cleared away. Empty net. Cabalceta, the shot is high and wide. Chance for Panama there to have pulled one back. And a chance for Costa Rica on the shot, the length of the field, to ice it with a 4-1 lead. Aparicio just has to get rid of it after a heavy touch. Timeout taken by Costa Rica. Carlos Quiros wants one more chat with his team. First real test they've faced here in this tournament. Panama has been in a couple of tight ones already. They beat Mexico 5-4. They were level 1 goal apiece with Canada before winning in penalties. That was yesterday. Jose Botana has to commit everything now to the attack as he draws something up in the huddle for Panama. From up 1-0 to down 3-1 in the span of 3 minutes. Barely stays in for Aparicio. The other way, he gets it to Campos, across for Ortiz. Ortiz takes the shot right into the chest of Vargas, who punts it the other way. Looking for a goal, but not finding it, just into the stands. Quickly back the other way, Aparicio. Right back on the front foot, Panama, with 4 to go as they try to bring a goal back and get it to a 1-goal deficit once more. Joe Malfa here with you. The action taking place at Domo Polideportivo in Guatemala City. McKenzie's shot is blocked. And Gomez, who scored the game tying goal and the go-ahead goal, is the one poking it out for a kick-in. McKenzie. Off the chest of Cubillo. Vargas fighting for it, slides. No call. Vargas, empty net. Mackenzie, though, back to win it and able to pick it up in the area as a designated keeper right now. Three minutes remaining. Time running out for Panama to get their revenge on Costa Rica. Staring a similar result in the face of what they faced the last two times. Flicked across and cleared by Cubillo. Campos with a cheeky flick. These teams met in the 2012 semifinal, a 4-1 Costa Rica win. They met in the 2016 championship game, a 4-0 Costa Rica win. Panama staring down a loss to Costa Rica in the last four once again. Mackenzie across. Aparicio fizzes it through the area, but nobody gets a touch on it. The second semifinal scheduled to kick off at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. United States against Guatemala. As it stands, they would be playing for the right to face Costa Rica in the championship match tomorrow. Campos across. Ortiz shot saved by Vargas. Vargas was frozen on that one because it took a deflection off of Cubillo, but it just happened to hit him in the chest. Sometimes better to be lucky than good. Abrego back for Mackenzie. In the corner for Campos. Shot off the post. Stays in on the ricochet off of Campos. Guevara going the other way. One-on-one. Chips in on top of the netting. Could have iced it. Costa Rica, though, still in good shape. Up 2 goals, under 2 to play. Fight to the finish. Mackenzie headed across. Going towards the far post and wide of it. Out for a corner kick as Fonseca headed it. Castrillon back to Mackenzie. Milord. Mackenzie again over to Castrillon. Mackenzie at the point. To Ortiz now. And back once more to Mackenzie. Abrego wants it on the near side, but he goes back to the far side for Ortiz and gets it back. Ortiz, heavy touch. Shot towards the empty net is going to trickle wide. 76 seconds remaining. In space for Hinks. He had Castrillon wide open in the middle, but could not get it there. Castrillon puts a good challenge in, wins it from Cubillo. Hinks falling down, taken back by Milord. Under a minute to play at Domo Polideportivo. Costa Rica gonna get it back on the kick in. You could sense the energy on the bench. They're celebrating already. They can taste another trip to the final as they look to three-peat here in the Concacaf Futsal Championship. Vargas sends it down, all the way out. Guevara is killing some clock, dribbling with it. Clears it out for a kick in, 37 seconds remaining. Would take a miracle now for Panama to find 2 goals. They were up 1-0 on a goal with 40 seconds left in the first half. They were still leading 1-0 with 10 to go in the second half. And then 3 goals scored in 3 minutes put Costa Rica up 3-1. 2 from Daniel Gomez, 1 from Minor Cabalceta. The game tying and, as it stands, game winning goals will belong to Daniel Gomez. Mackenzie, 15 seconds remaining. Shot from distance, saved by Vargas. He punts it down the field. And time is going to run out for Panama. They fought valiantly. They had a lead. Retribution in their sights for the last couple of tournaments when they suffered defeat at the hands of Costa Rica. Mackenzie's shot. Vargas will put it back into play. The buzzer will sound, and Costa Rica wins 3-1 through to the final once again. 3-1 Ticos. Take a quick break and be back in a moment with the full-time highlights.